Are your friends and family sick of hearing you complain about the same life problems over and over and over again? Stop complaining to your family and to your friends about your love issues and the fact that nothing in your life is going your way. Not only are they sick of it and they don't care, they are just as lost as you and they don't have the answers. Try calling up a psychic on Psychic Source instead, because unlike your friends and family, they have the answers and they can give you clarity. Thank you, Psychic Source, for sponsoring today's video. Psychic Source is an online psychic platform that connects you with hundreds of psychic readers that are online right now. Not everybody who applies as a psychic to Psychic Source gets selected. Only 2% of the applicants get selected. So every psychic on this site is going to give you an accurate reading and actually has the gift. Whether you want to know what your situationship really feels about you, when are you finally going to meet your soulmate? When are you finally going to get a huge breakthrough in your career? Or are your kids going to end up okay? A psychic on Psychic Source will give you clarity and peace about what the future has in store. Now, these picket cards on YouTube are so much fun and I love them, but sometimes they just don't hit as personally as they could. So if you guys want a personal psychic reading about what November has in store for you or the rest of the year, contact a psychic on Psychic Source. Now, how I pick a psychic is I look through their profiles kind of like a dating site. I listen to their voice notes and look at their profile pictures. One will start glowing to you, and that is likely the one that you're supposed to connect with. I don't offer personal readings at this time, but I know a psychic on Psychic Source is really going to give you an accurate reading. Now, Psychic Source is offering my viewers a $19.80 reading for 40 minutes if you use my code and barcode. There are a lot of fake psychics online, but I know personally that the psychics on Psychic Source are truly accurate. Now, as you guys know, my psychic is Leia. She has predicted everything in my love life for the last year. She's predicted when people would come back, who was coming back, how people really felt about me, and she's even predicted new people that I would meet throughout the year. Not only that, it's just really nice to vent about your life problems and dump to people who actually have the ability to help you and give you answers on the things that you're unsure about. Once again, guys, if you want a 40-minute psychic reading for only $19.80, which is less than $20 and a $200 value. Use my barcode or use my link in the pinned comment and description, and you will be able to try Psychic Source for dirt cheap. I always say this, but I have never heard of a 40-minute psychic reading being only $19.80, especially from reputable psychics. Now let's get back to our reading. Hey guys, what's up? It's your friend Anita Serene, and in today's video, we're going to go over what you can expect this November for love, career, and money. And I'm also an astrologer, so I will be going over the astrological transits. We do have two retrogrades, Jupiter retrograde and Mercury retrograde, which is insane as how many retrogrades are going to be happening. So a lot of things are going to be coming up that are quite unusual, which I'm very excited to get to. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Anita Serene. I am a psychic medium. Sorry, Roger. This is my Roger Rabbit. He will be joining us today. I've been a psychic medium here on the internet for 8 years, and I love predicting the future, and I tend to have a good track record of it. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to pick one of the 3 numbers. And then once you pick a number, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment as well as the description. Be sure to really think or pray to your higher power. Ask them which number has the message for you. And really clear your mind when you're picking a number, or if your intuition is feeling a bit shaky, you can always use a random number generator. Generate a number between 1 to 4. If you get 4, that means this reading is just not for you this time. And that's totally okay. That happens to me sometimes. But I'd rather you not get a false reading. But if the number generator generates a number 123, that's the one you're supposed to listen to. And once again, timestamps are located in the pinned comment as well as the description. Click the timestamp and it will take you to your psychic reading for November for all areas of life, love, career, and money. And yes, Mr. Roger Rabbit will be there and I will see you at your psychic reading. Also, guys, follow me on my Instagram where I post like personal stories and vlogs and photos. If you want to, if you're like, oh, I wonder what this crazy lady does outside of psychic readings, you can always follow me on TikTok and Instagram. The link to do that is down below. I'll probably see your comment because, you know, I'm a micro influencer at this point. So I will probably heart it and say hi to you because yeah. Anyway, so I will see you at your psychic reading. Bye, guys. I'm shuffling as I go. Okay, so this is not pre-drawn. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to describe you. How are you coming off to other people, which is, you know, kind of important. We need to take a look at that. How are you coming off to other people, group number 1 in November? So we have the High Priestess, very mysterious. You guys are coming off as super mysterious. So if you're trying to come off as mysterious, it is definitely working. I'm getting distracted because my rabbit is kissing my hand and it is really, really cute. Just gonna let him just continue. Bro, this is so cute. You're coming off as super mysterious. Also, the power and authority, you are definitely giving intimidating vibes. If you're probably the type that's like, why is nobody approaching me? Why does no one say hi? It's because you're very intimidating. My sister Sophia is hella psychic, so she's going to tell you what this means.
Okay, so we have Divinity and High Priestess. The vibe that I'm getting is that you're very spiritual. Maybe you're very close to God. Maybe you're a Christian girl. But I see that you don't play these games, like where these other guys, they're like, oh, like, you know, I can take her out and like she'll let me smash. You're like, no, soul ties? Hell no. So I'm getting untouchable energy, and I'm also getting the vibe that you might be a little bit too psychic to socialize, where you'll be with people and you'll be like, there's some demonic shit going on right now. Like, I catch that, I peep that, and you get weirded out. So I think that people have this vibe that you're holier than thou, and they maybe feel a little bit self-conscious around you. But that's really because you keep yourselves very spiritually clean and you're very psychically and spiritually aware. So don't be shocked if certain people dip out of your life or don't treat you the way they should be treating you. It's really because you're shining and you're revealing the shadows and the darkness that they have in their own lives.
Damn, that's facts. It's kind of like the feeling when you're... It's kind of like the feeling when you're at the bar and you're like, what the F am I doing at the bar? I'm not relating to these people. I'm drunk, but I'm not on the vibe. You know, I kind of want to connect to God or like not be here. Like that kind of energy. Bro, I can't concentrate when he's constantly kissing me. So that's how you're being perceived. So let's go into your career and your talent messages. Okay, career messages for group number 1. Career messages for group number 1. Let's see. Career messages for group number 1. What is happening in their career? We have the moon, fleeting fun. So this is like moonlighting, which means you have one job that pays the bills, but you have something else that you do outside of work that you're passionate about that doesn't really get paid, you know? So you have like a job that you do in November that, you know, is lucrative. It gives you the money, but there's something else you do like at night that's your real passion that you hope to make money with in the future, but isn't quite making money yet. Let's get some more information on that. Let's get more information on that, please. Let's get some more info on that. We have the lucky break, bro. In November, you're about to get extremely lucky. You're about to have some amount of luck coming in your life goals. So, you know, with the lucky clover and the seal, you guys might have some sort of offer come your way, an official offer, a business offer come your way that is super lucky, that makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person is in my DMs. I can't believe I got this email. I can't believe I got this acceptance letter. I can't believe that I got this official offer. That's how you're about to get lucky. Now, for others of you who are really not that ambitious and you're really not doing all that much, this means like you might, in love, get a DM from someone you've been wanting to hear from, or you match with someone that you really want to match with. Okay, so love, we have this love deck right here. Let's get your energy in love. Let's get your energy in love, group number 1 for November. We have tired. Someone is losing interest. That's your energy. Let's get the middle energies in love. No love here. Don't force what's not there. Let's get what you're attracting in love. Ooh, we have in their head. Okay, what I see for you, my group number 1, is there is someone in their head about you. They like you. Oh yeah, they do. They look at this, like they're like Roger Rabbit on you. They can't get enough of you, okay? And they're thinking about you, and you want to make it work. You're like, if you like me, you must have good taste. But I'm seeing here, you're just like, there's no love here. You're just not feeling the vibe. You're just not with it. And I also see that with no love here. Now, this person that's in their head about you that, really likes you, what are some qualities about this person? Okay, this person that's in their head about you is a Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. They could be darker skin. This person is serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, rigid, disciplined, dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes. Let's see why they like you. Why do they like you? Why do people fall in love with you? Group number 1. Why do people fall in love with you? Why? People fall in love with you because you're creative, girl. You are. And that's something that's hot about you. You dabble in a little bit of this, you dabble in a little bit of that. You get creative with your appearance, you get creative with your makeup. And even if you don't do that, you're always doing something creative. And that's something that's really attractive about you. I heard a breath of fresh air. So unfortunately, in your love life, let's get some more cards though, because we never know. What else is happening for group number 1 in love? What's happening for group number 1 in love for November? We have the 3 of Cups. I see this more being a celebration or time with your friends. You going on a girls' trip, hanging out with your girlfriends, hanging out with like close same-sex friends, going to parties, more of that vibe going on. But that doesn't mean you're not desirable. It's just you're not desiring the people who desire you. And for those of you who are sexually free, I do see like a one-night stand situation happening, but it's more like you're just not feeling the vibe, and that's cool. Okay, so let's get some affirmations for the month of your November. Some affirmations that you need, group number 1. We have the High Priestess come in again. Why did the High Priestess come up again in their spread?
Smoking weed.
Smoking weed? Queen, you are psychic. You are connected to the psychic ethers. You don't need tarot readings giving you guidance. You know how that person feels. You know what's coming next. You are seeing the signs. You are seeing synchronicities. You are in direct communication with your higher self and with God. And don't doubt that, because you are getting correct guidance for yourself. And I'm just here to confirm that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing November, and I will see you later. Sophia, say bye.
Goodbye.
Hi, group number 2. What's up? This is for everyone who chose this option right here. We're going to get into your November group number 2. So group number 2, I'm going to go ahead and describe you first, how you are being perceived by other people, how you are being taken by other people. Group number 2, let's take a look at it. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Cups. People feel like you are winning in life, you're just hiding it, okay? Like people feel, group 2, that you are low-key, rich, you're low-key winning, but you're just trying to move in silence so no one knows. That's how people are feeling about you. They feel like you're up to something and you're just keeping things private, but you have like some amazing things working out for you. Sophia, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups, what are you feeling? So I have my sister who's also very psychic, who's going to interpret how other people are perceiving you.
Okay, what I'm seeing here is there's always something going on in your life. I think that you have one of those life paths or maybe like astrology charts where things are constantly changing, things are constantly moving. Maybe you have Pluto in a very disruptive placement, but there's a lot of transformation which can keep things really fun in your life. But at the same time, a lot of people, especially as they get older, tend to really value security and consistency and like, you know, get a 9 to 5, pay off the house, have your insurance down, like whatever it is. So I see that your life can be kind of triggering to some people because they're like, where's her security? Why is she always changing it up? Like, why is things always changing for her? She's on to one to the next. So, you know, I can see like there might be some elders in your life that are a little worried about you or think that you have
no direction.
No direction.
But you do have a direction because you're just following your intuition and it always lands you on your feet.
And also, like with Wheel of Fortune, some people just have more spiritual paths than others. And the more spiritual your path, the more disruption and destruction is going to come. But out of that comes a more fruitful life, a more exciting life.
You're meant to live an exciting life, Queen.
Period, Queen. So don't listen to these old heads, okay?
Don't listen to the old heads.
No.
I'm also hearing for you guys, I know this is random, but I feel like you guys have really good luck at the thrift store. Or like really good luck at like the vintage store. All right, so let's go into your career, your talents, your skills. What does career have in store for you for November? Let's take a look for group number 2. What does career have in store for group number 2 in November? We have divine timing. It's divine timing in November for something pretty monumental and great to happen. I feel like it's divine timing for something to happen in your life that is relatively big. Group number 2, I have to be honest with you. I feel like a lot of you guys are unreliable. You have a hard time sticking to, you know how Sophia was saying that you guys are free spirits, you know, you have your options open, you go with the flow. I'm almost hearing your song is Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac. So I feel like this is your song. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? Takes to the sky like a bird in flight, and who will be her lover? And this is the part that really reminded me of you, group 2. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? All your life, you never seen a woman taken by the wind. I feel like Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac is your song. And it feels like, you know, the universe is saying, okay, girl, we know you're a free spirit. We know you go with the wind. You go with the flow. We know you're Rhiannon, but you know, you've been unreliable for a long time. It's time to start putting in some hard work towards something. And I do feel you're getting that revelation. Like, you know what? It's time for me to commit to something. It's time for me to commit to a schedule. It's time for me to take myself seriously. And I do feel like you're feeling it's that time in your life to do so, and you're becoming more strategic. So listen, I think you guys have realized you've been unreliable in the past. You haven't been consistent, but now it's like you're feeling it's divine timing. It's timing for me to be more strategic, to get my life in order, and to stop being so unreliable because I need to work towards something. And I want to congratulate you on that because it is hard to be this free spirit, but it's like you're Carrie from Sex and the City, and you're like, it's time for me to write my book. I don't want to just be an article person. It's time for me to get serious about something. And you're making the moves necessary because it's time for you, and you're just naturally following the flow. Okay, let's get to your love life in November. So in love, group number 2, this is actually quite positive. Roger pointed towards his deck, so I know I'm supposed to use this deck because he's like he like knocked it over. But I do feel like you guys are dating someone or you're seeing someone with this coffee date here, and you need to know there are mutual feelings between you and that other person that you're seeing in November. I think they remind you like subconsciously of a family member. The Freud reference coming in here. They subconsciously remind you of someone close to you growing up, and you remind them of someone close to them growing up. So the feelings are mutual. It's like a DNA thing. It's like a primal instinct thing where both of you are drawn to each other and you both feel it because your pheromones, your DNA would mix really well together. So, whoever you're seeing in November, you feel it and they feel it. It's mutual. And they are attracted to you because you're so opposite to them. Now, this person plays ego games, they don't want to completely lose power in the relationship. So you might question whether or not they like you just as much, or question whether or not they feel it just as much, but they do. There's mutual feelings here, and whoever you're dating, they have ego issues. They like to be the one in power, the one in charge, the one that seems like they're not that interested, but they are. It's like a DNA chemical thing that's unavoidable. When like two people's DNA would mix really well, so there's this like undeniable pheromone and chemistry situation. That's what's happening here. But the reason why they've been single for so long, or the reason why they like to remain single, because I do feel that with the single card, or they don't want to define the relationship, is because they want to have the power. They want to wear the pants, essentially. They want to have all the power. So let's get some more. Let's get your energy and love. I have this deck that Roger Rabbit picked out. Let's get your energy and love group 2. We have the 4 of Arrows. I think you've detached. The 4 of Arrows tells me that you want intimacy, you want a relationship, but you're not forcing it. You're turned away in this card. You're kind of like, I want to be close to you, but if you're not going to get with the program, then I'm okay on my own. I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm like at peace with myself. I don't let love control my emotions anymore. The middle energies with this mutual feelings where you both feel the same way. We have the 9 of Cups. You both feel like each other is wish fulfillment. That's what I feel. Mutual feelings and 9 of Cups says you guys are both feeling this and how they are in love. We have the 7 of Cups. They think about you all the time, but also I'd be a little, their ego issues might be getting in the way. They might be leaving their options open so they have power. So you don't have complete power over them with the 7 of Cups. They're just doing that to protect themselves, to not be completely vulnerable because they don't want to get hurt again in love, which is really toxic, but hey, to each their own. Okay, so group number 2, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into like a spirit guide message, and it's just really just uplifting things that you need to hear for November. Let's see what you need to hear. We have financial discipline. So at this time, you guys are making right financial decisions. Good job. You're saving your money and you're being more financially responsible, and that's amazing. And I think you guys are saving up for a trip or saving up to travel. And this is the green light from the universe, your spirit guides, God, whatever higher power you believe in, that, yeah, like you guys saving up for traveling is exactly where you are supposed to direct your money, because I feel like you guys are going to have amazing experiences backpacking in Europe, traveling to another state. I do see you guys are very in your head about your finances. That's the number one thing I see you very stressed out about. But don't forget to be generous, guys, because let me tell you something. I know people in their life that have always been very successful with money and have always like had a bunch of money come in their life. And these people always like gave away a lot of their money. So, when you give away money or when you're really generous, that money always comes back. So yeah, it's good that you are being strategic and you're knowing where your money goes, but generosity also gets paid back times 10 as well. And if you are doing that, then I don't see money being an issue with you. Also, with karmic friends, beware of people that use you for your finances where they don't really give back to you. You know, this tells me, do people think that they have some sort of right to your money just because you're making money? They think you should pick up the whole tab or that you should buy everything. You know, beware of people that don't give back even in little ways that they can afford. It's like they just take, and they expect more and more out of you with the little things in reverse. And I get everyone has different financial statuses, but if they don't even like try a little bit to give back to you energetically, that is definitely a red flag. Let's see where you're doing good in life. Let me compliment you guys. Where are you doing good in life? How are you amazing? The Hermit, you guys have been going within and really like taking time to self-reflect. You have been introspective. You have been going inward for guidance. You haven't been relying too much on pick a cards or anything like that. You've been talking to God and journaling, developing yourself and improving yourself, and not being afraid to be alone, which is amazing. I think you guys have detached from your home and family expectations to figure out what it is you want without being dictated or controlled by your family with this home and family in reverse. You're also not letting your family's opinions of you shape your future. You're really going, you know what? I'm my own individual person and I'm going to make my own decisions away from what my family thinks. And that's a really big step. That takes a lot of courage. You've also been learning from the life lessons. You've been through a lot of shit in your life and you've been successfully learning from them instead of repeating old patterns or old behaviors. You've been learning from everything that has happened in your life and you have been growing into a beautiful person that is more magnetic, as I see with Desired. Now, this card says what you want wants you. You are a vibrational match. So I see you guys have been healing your DNA and your ancestral karma. So let me give you guys an example. We all have ancestral karma. My ancestral karma is really personal. I have a lot of haters that watch me, so they're like going to use this against me, but I'm praying that they don't. My ancestral karma is a lot of the women in my family tend to not have successful relationships. You know, that's been like something out of my control. That's been, you know, huge difficulty. You guys have ancestral karma that you are definitely working through and healing, so you're not going to have to suffer like how your ancestors did. And I want you to really think about how your, you know, ancestral patterns, look at your great grandma, your grandma, how your mom, how have they all kind of suffered? You're not going to have to suffer like that because we have come in a wave that is meant to heal from ancestral curses and start fresh for our family line. That's the age of Aquarius. So now that we really got into your spirit guide messages and where you're doing good, and I like complimenting you guys. So let us I want to do one more thing. Let's get some ending credits for you, group number 2. What do you need to know? Okay, blessings coming for group number 2 in November. Holy Spirit, what blessings are coming to group number 2 in November? Group number 2 in November. Listen to the guidance of your soul. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the guidance of your soul. We have the 6 of Cups and we have spot on intuition. You guys have this feeling that someone from the past is thinking about you. You guys have this feeling that someone from the past is regretting things. You guys have this feeling. You've been seeing someone's birthday number. You've been seeing their name everywhere. You've been having a feeling that someone from the past you're not in contact with is spying on you or thinking of you. Listen to your intuition. Look at these cards, bro. Because you're right and your intuition is about to be confirmed in November with all these retrogrades. That's all I have for you, my love. I hope that was helpful. Me, Roger Rabbit, and my sister Sophia say goodbye. Have a nice November. I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, group number 3. I'm going to first describe your energy, like how people are perceiving you in November. Group 3, how are people perceiving you? We have the Fool, the Free Spirit, Uranus, this is a lot like group number 2 with Uranus. How are people perceiving group number 3? The Queen of Cups and the Death card. I feel like people view you as someone who's quick to cut other people off. You're also very deep. You don't like to have surface level conversations. You're straight to, oh, so what was your childhood like? What was your relationship with your mom and dad like? What's your deepest fears and insecurities? Like, you are quick to psychoanalyze people, group number 3, and quick to have deep emotional conversations with people right off the bat. And it's kind of like, you're like, okay, let's jump into the deep stuff. But at the same time, wait, let me have my sister Sophia here. Sophia, we have 2 major arcanas for how people see group number 3. We have the Fool, we have the Death card, and we have the Queen of Cups.
Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that you might be the type of person that's always in a relationship and
Or always wants to be in one.
yeah, and I see that maybe,
damn, girl, how do you see it? Like, this is crazy.
Girl, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, the connections be forming. But what I see is that because of that soft nature that you were talking about, how you try to get deep and, you know, you don't like that surface level stuff, those types of characteristics tend to make you someone who is very good at getting in relationships and doesn't stay single long. But at the same time, I see that maybe you've kind of built a track record, maybe a little graveyard of ex-boyfriends. So people might see you as someone who has a very youthful spirit.
I feel like they're the type of person to hula hoop dance at one of the spiritual festivals. Like, yeah, I'm like pulling a hula hoop and like pulling people in. You know what? You feel me? Like one of those girls.
Whimsical vibes.
Whimsical vibes.
Yes.
I'm super good, like fairy, whimsical, medieval times.
Honestly, Queen, what I'm seeing for you is that you would be a really good wifey. You just probably have to take a little bit of time off of the boys or off of the girls and have a little bit of time being single, because I think it'll help other people take you a little more seriously. Yeah. Sorry to say that, but it's what I saw.
Real friends stab you in the front. Okay, so that's the vibe that we're getting here for you. That was my sister Sophia, by the way. She is like extra. She's a Pisces rising and sidereal, Aries and tropical. So she's very intuitive. I trust her, interpretation. So what I want to do is I want to draw some career advice for your November. Let's see what November has in store for Slow. So you might feel like you're not where you need to be compared to other people your age. This is my card of other people my age are like running multi-million-dollar businesses. Other people my age are getting married. Other people my age are doing this, that, the third. But remember that you are going at your own pace. I feel like it's your destiny to be a motivator. And listen, group number 3, I feel like just how you are, you have this energy where people want to shut up and listen. Kind of like when you watch Princess Diaries, she had that podcast called Shut Up and Listen. People, when you talk, want to shut up and listen because you have this very motivating, empowering voice that makes people feel capable. So I would say, guys, I think you are meant to have a podcast. I think you are meant to have a YouTube channel because you have the type of voice that makes people want to shut up and listen and get their ass up and do things. You might have Mars in your second house. You might have North Node in your second house. But there's something about your voice that gives energy to people who aren't very motivated or who are slower. Maybe like a cheer coach. You're like, come on, you can do it. Get your ass up and do it. That's the kind of energy you have. So I would say, if you guys were thinking about being a motivational speaker or you were thinking about having a podcast, you would actually be very inspiring. With this entertainer card, you are naturally entertaining to listen to. I'm willing to bet you guys have a cleft chin because that is the mark of the entertainer. You guys are also very good singers. You guys have this way of motivating people to get off their ass and do shit. I'm seeing you guys have a really nice voice. So guys, please pursue singing. You know, you might think, oh, I'm an awful singer or my singing is cheesy. No, like pursue singing, do karaoke, be in a band, write songs. It's pleasant to listen to. So, when it comes to your love life for November, your energy says rainy days, busy in reverse, and reflection, which tells me that you are not feeling so good about love. You're actually kind of feeling a little heartbroken and you're trying to keep yourself busy or distract yourself, but it's not successful. The middle energies are persistent and cutthroat.
So for persistent and cutthroat, I'm seeing that there is going to be someone who reaches out to you who is very persistent, and maybe they might not be your complete physical type and they might not be like the exact kind of person you want, but you're like, you know what, like they're pretty persistent. You know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not tripping. So that's what's coming for you.
This is the other person. We have friends with benefits, butterfly feeling and emotions. Like someone is really feeling you, bro. Like someone is like, this is the one. But because you're so distracted by your pain, you're kind of giving them the cold shoulder.
And I'm seeing here too, what might be happening with you guys is maybe you'll give this guy a chance or this girl a chance and you'll hang out. And friends with benefits could mean like, you know, you see them as a friend, but then maybe like things get a little bit spicy, or it's just like genuinely, I like having you around because I can't stand being by myself. It's too much. And you're, you know, you're good company. Like you're my friend, but I'm also benefiting from you being in my life because you distract me, show me a good time, things like that.
Absolutely. So I'm also going to use this deck. So let's get your energy and love. Group number 3, I love this deck. This has been accurate for me for many years. So group 3, what is your energy and love for November? Group number 3, sometimes it takes a little bit. So we have the Ace of Wands. This is like a new sexy beginning. The Ace of Wands talks about a new beginning. Let's see the middle energies in love. We have love and then the outcome. The Prince, I see a new person coming into your life, group 3. I didn't see that for any other pile.
Yeah.
But for you, group 3, I just kept getting this energy of new love. And it's coming at a time where you feel down. You feel bad. You feel like shit about something in your life. Maybe your work isn't going the way you want. Maybe you just got out of something. Maybe you've been in a period of reflection where shit hasn't been going your way. But I see with this Ace of Wands, new love, like someone new in your life. You haven't known them for more than like a month, or you just meet them in November. And I see with this Cleopatra love, like this is the energy of Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. It's like in a magnetic physical attraction. And the Prince of Cups tells me a new emotional offer. So I see someone new entering your life, group number 3, truly, or a newer person in your life is crazy about you.
I see that the next person coming into your life, they may be a little younger. If you're a girl and you're into older guys, maybe it's someone someone your age or someone a little younger. But I think what comes with that is naivety towards love, where they're not jaded yet. And when they pursue you, it's like getting pursued when you're in high school, and like, you know, they don't have that corruption in their hearts, and they really are going to fall for you. And also, what I'm seeing for you is this is the type of guy where you could hold his hand and he'd get hard. Like, he's that, like, attracted to you.
Yeah,
like,
it's not like you're going at it for an hour and it's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like, you give him a hug and he busts. Like,
that's what we like. That's what we like.
And then, can I move into outcome?
Absolutely,
Is that okay?
Perfectly.
Okay, so with outcome, I'm seeing, like, you give this guy a chance, like, you know, like, at first it's like a friend vibe and someone that kind of helps distract you from, like, all the pain you're feeling right now. But I see he takes you somewhere nice. We have fine dining here. Maybe he takes you to the nice restaurant in town. Maybe when you go out with him, he's like, oh, yeah, we'll get the appetizer and a drink and 2 entrees. Oh, baby, you want dessert? Like, that kind of guy. And he's obviously going to be very infatuated with you. And I see what you're going to feel for him is because he has such pure energy towards you and, like, just genuinely a good person. You're going to see past his imperfections. Here it says perfectly imperfect, where...
So you're going to be like, oh, I normally wouldn't let this slide, but I let this slide because he treats me so good.
Yes, and I feel like he's going to start to be more attractive to you the more you guys hang out, because you're going to start seeing his insides on the outside.
I do feel like that, but you're still gonna find him sexy. Like, okay, the Ace of Wands says, like, yeah,
it's
but
nice.
it's gonna be like you're like, oh, you're a little nerd, or like you're gonna find their imperfections sexy, like
Yeah.
Sophia said,
And that's real love.
and that's
as
real
we
love.
have
Cleopatra and
right
Mark Antony,
here.
which is real
And
love.
maybe you guys will
You're-
be different races. Like maybe he's outside your type. Like maybe you don't normally go for Middle Eastern guys, or you don't normally go for like whatever it is. I see different races here.
But you're gonna be attracted to him. So if you can't be attracted to those kind of guys, it's gonna be the guy that you're attracted to. It won't be like some guy you're like, ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, it's the vibe. And also, I've noticed with all the successful couples I know, the girl is usually not feeling the guy at first, or is like not super into the guy, but the guy proves himself to her and then they get married, and he always stays in the simp status because of how the pursuit went.
I do feel like that. I feel like he's gonna pursue you and like you so much that you're like, okay, you're
Yeah.
hot because you're worshiping me like a goddess.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I do feel. I saw that too. Yes, yes, yes. But you are gonna be attracted to him. Okay, it's not gonna
Or
be
her.
like you have to swallow the ick, because listen, the ick is your intuition. You won't have to swallow the ick. You might just be like distracted, and then he like does this little feather dance, and you're like, oh yeah, like
Yeah, like
That's
I go
it.
for it. Yeah. It'll be really good. This
Yeah.
is like a cute spread.
let's get the overall vibe. I felt like a Kardashian vibe for November. We have the Queen of Swords. We're like logical. We are making logical decisions. We are intelligent, not letting emotions sway us. What blessings are coming for group number 3 for November? What blessings are coming? North Node Destiny. What blessings are coming for group number 3 in November? Square. Destiny and challenge.
I'm seeing honestly that you've had like the dark night of the soul. Maybe you had a situationship that fizzled out, or breakup of some sorts from the overall spread we've gotten through this whole time. But I see that you're going to be rewarded. Everything happens for a reason. And even though things suck in the moment, you're going to have one of those moments this month where you're like, oh my God, thank God that didn't work out. Thank God that happened, because I wouldn't be in the position I am now if that didn't happen. You're going to see why you struggled the way you did, and your struggles are going to turn into your greatest blessings, whatever that means for you.
Ooh, period. All right, guys. I hope you have a great November. Me, Sophia, and Roger Rabbit are wishing you the best. Thank you so much for watching our channel. Be sure to check out our sponsors, and bye-bye.
Goodbye.